Hello, good evening. This is the last day of February 2026. So, this will be a very important information that I would like to share with everyone. We had a small group forum. I think it was about a couple of weeks ago, and it was a very significant topic that we were discussing. It's about the will. Okay, as most of you here are probably on a work visa and probably living by yourself, this is a very important topic that if you come across this, please save it for your information. Okay, it is advisable to get an insurance, and it is also very important that your contract is verified by the Department of Migrant Workers in Wellington, and your OWA membership must always be updated. That is every 2 years. Now, we always advise everyone to take an insurance. There are different policies that may suit you and may suit your pocket as well. So it is advisable to consult a financial advisor to do that and talk about the policies suited for your needs. Why is it important to have an insurance? It is again a repetition of our topic. Insurance is for your peace of mind and for the peace of mind of the people you have been including in your as dependent in all your papers. Okay. So you have also to remember that in New Zealand, we have a different law than the Philippines. So if you are in New Zealand and you take a policy, whoever you put in the policy, that will be followed in New Zealand law. So we have an instance wherein this person has made his daughter and his other woman as the recipient of the policy. Although he is married in the Philippines, but he never shared that with his wife. In the Philippines, the wife is entitled to the share. But in New Zealand, whoever is named as co-owner of the policy will be honored. Even a friend, you can make a friend a co-owner of your policy. Your family can never do anything about that. Okay, so in your insurance, you life insurance, you will be covered by the so-called funeral or repatriation. So if something happens to you and you may encounter an accident and you may die on the spot or you may die after the accident, ACC will be giving you the so-called funeral grant. Okay, so when you go to the those people, the next of kin or anyone who has been instructed by the family to do all the processing. So you will go to the funeral director, and when it is a funeral grant from ACC, the funeral director will apply for that, and what is the remaining balance is you will have to pay. Now, if you have an insurance, your insurance will advance you of the so-called emergency fund. Not the whole policy will be paid instantly, but you will be given an emergency fund. And then when you claim for the policy, that's the time that the emergency fund will be deducted from the amount that you will be paid. So it is very important to have a will. This will is the structure of what you want to do without other people worrying, what does he want? How will we do this? So I suggest that you have to supply your next of kin with the copy of your passport, the copy of your policy, the copy of your OWA membership. These are very important things. Okay. And the copy of anything that you owe, like your car, your loan, and of course, the bank. So the bank is difficult to be accessed because when they know that the person died, they will freeze the account. But if there is a wife or a husband who is left behind, then there will be some form of like a letter of authority or an identification to prove that you are the next of kin. So, in order that these people who will be left behind, for example, you can also make the so-called enduring power of attorney, wherein this person is responsible to do all these things for you. So, one question somebody raised is that, what will happen? Are we going to be buried in New Zealand or are we going home? That is also in the provision of your will. If you want to be cremated, if you want to go home to wherever your province is. So that is why it is included in the provision of the will. So it is very important that one is there must be copies of documentation that you are having to be supplied to your next of kin. So when something happens, we will not be asking who will be the contact person, because that contact person may not have all the documentation needed. So it's very difficult. In my experience, I had buried a lot of people already. I am not proud of it, but of course it is a job that we must do. It is a very difficult situation for us because we need to have a letter of authority from your next of kin in the Philippines so that we can do what we have to do. Okay, so now, if there is you can get, I think, an online form of the will, and then the will must be witnessed by someone, whoever must be witnessed that when you sign that will, you are of sound mind and you are that person. So I suggest if you make your will, have it witnessed by a JP. Okay, go to your nearest justice of the peace because that is very important. There must be a witness. So what else we're gonna do is that, okay, so yes, we need a contact person of the next of kin, and also when there is money in the bank that needs to be processed, we need that letter of authority, that's the so-called the enduring power of attorney. In your enduring power of attorney, you will have to include, I authorize so-and-so to act on my behalf regarding my bank account, my insurance policy, and so therefore, you already appointed someone to do it for you. Why I am saying this is because things happen just instantly, and sometimes you don't know, but when the situation arrives, we are at a loss what to do. We need to ring people in the Philippines. So it makes a lot easier for us to work on your issue when we all we are complete with documentation. So if you have any, we'll say, question, anything that you want to ask, then you can message, comment in this video so that we can refer you to the right person. We are not lawyers, but we can refer you to a lawyer on how to draft the will. So maybe in the next few months, we will be having the so-called a little forum, just a small number of people, because if we have a big one, it's not very effective because people just keep talking without even listening to what we talk about. So anyway, I hope that this information is of use to you. And if you have further questions, please message us here at Good Heart. So I hope you will keep this as well so that you don't need to ask anymore. You don't need to message us because you have all the information. And we welcome your message if you need further clarification on our topic. So on behalf of Good Heart New Zealand Philippines Foundation Charitable Trust, and for my trusters, Alice Lozano in Wellington, Cora Sitchun in Hamilton, John Ibarra from Auckland, and Yuki Balanon from Auckland, this is the Chairman Lani Larsen bidding you good night. I hope that this information is of use to you. Kia ora.